Hey guys, it's Paco, and you're watching Bad Witch Books. Hey guys, today we're doing a sit-down video. We are doing my 2024 goal check-in, see how we're doing, and we are doing my 2025 goals. Make sure you have your water, because this is going to be and snacks. This might be a long video. We shall see how much I ramble. This is really just a talk video for me to reflect. If you want to stay the whole time, I appreciate it, but I will just be yapping away, jabbering, and just talking a lot. This is kind of like a reflection video too as well. So 2024 was a lot. It was fun. We had a lot of fun this year. I think I did. And I mean, there's a lot of headaches, a lot of pain, a lot of tears, but a lot of joy in this long year. Long year, but also super quick. I can go through in February, Princess was the highlights of this year. In February for my birthday, Princess was able to come up for my birthday, and we did a bookstore crawl. That vlog is out. I got to go to Y'all West again, and then me, Lynn, Princess, and her husband Mike, and my brother Alex, we all got an Airbnb for Y'all West this year, and that was just a really great experience, and I had a lot of fun with that. And then I got to go to Princess's wedding renewal in November. I got to go to DC. I got to meet Nell, so I got to see a lot of BookTube friends, which was great. This is going to be a short of a video, a shout out to Princess, who made my year better. You are one of my best friends, and thank you for being part of my life. I really appreciate it. I'm glad we're able to be there for each other. And you guys, you, Helen, Nell, Lynn, Jen, I love y'all. Y'all are my family, friends, friends are family, my family. I appreciate you guys so much. It's awesome that we found each other. I've been able to meet Nell this year, which was really awesome. I got to go to DC for a family trip, but the fact that Nell was able to take time out of her day to meet up with me was really fun, and we had fun walking to bookstores and eating and talking about music and a bunch of stuff, so that was really fun. Other things I got to do this year, of course, when I'm wanting to think about it, it's all not coming back to me. I mean, author-wise, I got recognized by my favorite author. Aiden Thomas at Y'all West recognized me from not last year, but the year before when he was there. Awesome. And then I went to his signing for Celestial Monsters, which, another shout out to Princess. She got me the freaking arc to Celestial Monsters. She manuscript that they had. Shout out to her for that. I got recognized by a couple authors at Y'all West just from being there for 2 years in a row. Now it's going to be 3 years. And then I got to Angela Montoya, the author of Cruel Thirst. I got to do an interview for her. I got to help with her book cover reveal for A Cruel Thirst. And then I went to her signing, and I got an arc from another author, Sandra Proudman, who was a author that did the interview. She's another local Latina author that I got her arc, and will hopefully be doing an interview for her, which is just awesome. I had a lot of family stuff happen this year, but a lot of work stuff happened. If you know some of my more personal stuff, thank you for being there, as we've had a constant headache that is staying with me. If you know, you know. But yeah, so just a year in life has been really crazy. There are dark moments, especially the election. Trying not to think about that, but that is just something that is always going to be on the forefront of my mind. And this, like I said, you guys can skip this part of the video. We're not going to just let me jabber. But I appreciate you guys who are staying. I got to help Nell with the Mystic Readathon, which is a highlight of my year, even though September was hectic as hell for me. And because I was in a really bad reading slump, and then I went on my trip, I still had a lot of fun with the Mystic Readathon. Team Witches for life. Even though we did not win, because the werewolves are cheaters somehow. I don't know how, but these are the forces of darkness. But Team Witches for Life, like, that was so much fun, and I'm so honored that Nell asked me to be a part of that, to be a co-host for that. That was a lot of fun. I had fun doing the sprints with everyone that I met through that was fun, and I got a bigger following from that, which I really appreciate. Like, I don't really care about numbers as much, or I try not to, and just even that was, like, awesome. So I appreciated that. I thought it was really fun doing the watch parties. The ones I was able to participate and host were really fun. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun this year, and BookTube is a big part of my life, and I really appreciate it. It has, like, affected me a lot. And like I said, I'm just rambling at this point, just reflecting on the year. But now let's get to the part where we want to talk about the goals. What did I get to? So the year is not over yet. We still have, it is the 18th, I think. So we still have, like, a good more than 10 days for me to reach my Goodreads goal, but I think I am currently at 104. Now, my goal was 120, and I had to switch it back to 110, and there's a chance that I will beat it, but I honestly do not see that happening, and this is the first year that I've been on BookTube that I did not meet my Goodreads reading challenge goal, and there are a lot of reasons for that. Like I said earlier, September, October, and November, this fall took a bitch out. Mentally, I was not reading. I don't know what it was. I would listen to an audiobook and maybe finish a physical book once in 2 weeks. Like, it was crazy. And then I thought I would beat it at the end of the month. I was like, okay, at the start of the new month, I'm beating it. And then the reading slump said, ha, bitch, I was taking a break. And it can beat my ass multiple times. So that reading goal did not help. I think another issue was that I was not using Kindle Unlimited as much as I usually do for a, like, palette cleanser. I did not read as much, a lot of romance, like contemporary romance, and I think that would have helped if I did that. So one of my, like, not a goal, but it's just to read more palette cleanser romances and to read comics, like, those, pick up the slacks on those months beforehand when I was not reading a super lot. So that was there. Let me look at my handy dandy reading journal, which I did not. I got about to. That's another thing I did not finish this month. Was my reading journal this year. I got about to. I think July that's when I stopped updating it. I might try to finish out this reading journal. I just also ran out of ink and never bought more for my printer, which is something I will be fixing soon. It's been a hectic summer. I did not work as much as I was hoping to. And so, like, I had to budget a lot this summer. So my 4 goals for 2024 on this journal were to read 120 books. That did not happen. 12 witchy books. So if you did not know, I did a challenge where I was doing my 12 witchy book challenge. And of that, so I had 12 witchy books. Of those books, I read 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 12. So not bad. 3, and of course, 3 months that I did really bad, even though I did read the September one, I think. Yes, because September was actually really good. The witchy book was good. But, so yeah, I did not finish this challenge. I did good at vlogging most of them. I did not vlog for Black Candle Woman because I DNF'd that. And then I did not vlog for the last 2. And then A Very Secret Society of Regular Witches was in another vlog, was in my vacation vlog, because I read it on there. I read it in one sitting, so it was kind of hard to do a vlog for that. But it was still a fun challenge to do, and I might try something like that again, but maybe not this year, and maybe not a year-long challenge. I will say the standouts of it were Nettle and Bone, Once and Future Witches, and Son of Blood and Ruin are the shout-outs for that challenge. You guys will see maybe some of those books appear in my top 10 of 2024, but yeah, those were the shout-outs of that. My next challenge was to read all of my book club picks, and that did not happen. We did not finish that one, honey, because, like I said, burnout is a bitch, and it got to a point with work and life where I just could not host book clubs. That is why, I jumped on the idea of Princess, we kind of combined our book clubs and made it a personal thing with our friends, so, that just, like, takes the stress off, because it was just a lot of stress of, like, having to read the book by this date. I'm also in an IRL book club, and I'm doing another one, IRL book club, with a bookstore, with some bookstore friends I made there. I joined their romantasy one and romance one. Their romantasy, their romance, and their fantasy ones when I can make it. I don't, like, go out of my way to make it, but if I'm free that day and I read the book, I'm gonna go. So that is the goal for that one. But I've made some friends from there, so that's good. Also, that's another part of what I'm really happy for them. I've made it's cool to have like IRL friends. I need to keep in touch with my actual IRL friends more. That is like a life goal, which we'll get to life goals at the end of this part. So that didn't happen, like I said, for the book club picks. And then even my IRL book club, I did not read every book. One, because I was on I traveled. I had a trip. And then one was, I just couldn't finish it. I couldn't get into it. I had DNF. How dare I? Come on, journal. You don't want to turn pages. And the last one was to finish 4-book series, which I will say I did that one. And I finished 8 series this month. I knocked out 8 series. 2 of those 8 series I started and finished this month. They were duologies, but a bitch did it. So, yes, 8 series of the, I think I started this year with 90-something series started. I was in the middle of like 90-something series, and I finished 8. So, you know what? And then I started 35 series. I started 35 series, and I continued 3. So I read 3 series that were continuations. A lot of series ended though, that's why I was able to finish 8. So there's that. I did not count the rereads. I did, but yeah, I need to get better at reading series. One thing I plan to do, and you guys will have a video for this later, in January, you will probably get this video. I am going to do a, not a challenge, it kind of is a challenge, because last year, in 2023, when I did my 12 for 23 for 23, I did a lot of series. I did the, Greenbone Saga, the Poppy War, the, Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. I finished that. I did a lot of series. I knocked out a lot of series that way. I did not do that this year, and so I think I'm gonna have you'll have a video of 5 series that I want to finish this year, and that way I'm constantly reading these series. And one of my priorities this year will be read series. Another thing I counted before I did this video, I counted how many of the Fairy Loot books that I own as of 12/18/2024. I own 19 Fairy Loot books that I have not read, and my goal is to have those 19 read by the end of the year. I'm not going to count the Fairy Loot books that are arriving as I go, because I have now acquired the fantasy, the adult, the young adult, and the romantasy boxes. I will not count those. I will still try to read them actively through the year, but the priority will be the ones that I already have, so that my goal next year is to have less unread Fairy Loot books, and also all of those unread books to be books that I do not have as of this moment. So that is one of my major goals of the year. I'm not going to put a goal of having videos out every Friday. I'm going to keep up my best to post videos every Friday, but if I miss one, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Another major goal for the channel is going to be, I'm going to try to do 2 vlogs a week. I did not do a lot of vlogs this year because I was mainly doing the witchy vlogs, and so that was kind of taking up the vlog space, and I missed it. I've been doing Vlogmas this month, and I forgot how much I kind of missed doing vlogs, even though I would start a lot years before and never finish them. I just forgot how fun they can kind of be. My goal is to get aesthetically better with vlogs and that, but that only comes with practice, so that will happen. Another thing I want to do, and I've said this before, I want to do more on my Bookstagram. I kind of started by doing some interesting content on my Bookstagram, doing books I'm anticipating that are coming out this month. I did a couple of those. I did a couple of monthly wrap-ups where I talked about not just the books I read that month with a star rating after the video came out. I also did the shows I watched and the movies I did, so I would love to do that. And that kind of goes with me wanting to do a monthly reset video each month. You are going to be getting a yearly reset, which this kind of is a yearly reset video. This will probably just take that place, but you're going to get a January reset video on that. I'm going to try to do the first Wednesday of every month. And then 2 vlogs a month is the goal. If I don't achieve that every month, we are not going to count that against me. But if I do, then hooray. Another thing is I do want to control my spending habits, because we all know that this year is going to be crazy with finances. We just know money is going to be different. And I will mentally need to prepare for that. So besides having the 3 fairy loots I have, my goal is to have, because I mainly get new releases. I really don't go to the bookstore, wander around and pick up random shit. I go for a mission. So my goal is to have, before the month starts, have the books I'm going to buy that month. Like, I'm going to give myself like 4 new releases to get. I think that's what I'm going to do. 4 new releases to get. And then I can give myself like, that I have before the month starts that are picked out. And then if I happen to buy anything or get anything extra, that will be okay. But I'm not going to like be mad if I break that rule. But I'm going to try to stick to at the most 4 books a month. But those are the main goals, like booktube related. TikTok, I would like to do more TikTok content. We'll see if we have TikTok in the future now. We don't know what that is looking like because of the ban that is coming. But yeah, I want to do more author interviews. I had a lot of fun doing the interview for Angela Montoya. And like I said earlier, I am hoping I should be able to interview, what's her name? Because I had the book. Where did I put the book? Okay. What's her name? Do more author interviews. Like, I want to be, I'm hoping to do an interview for Sublocation by Sandra Proudman, which I'm hoping to do. So I hope to do more of that in this year. That is I had a lot of fun doing the interview with Angela Montoya, and I am hoping to continue that. My main life goals, I want to just get more organized. I bought a planner, which you guys will see in the monthly resets and the vlogs and stuff, like when I'm like planning out the weeks. But I did buy a Sleeping Beauty Happy Planner. So, we are going to try to be organized more. I already have like January is already kind of looking a little planned out. I love that for me. So that's one of my main goals, is to use my planner all year, because I've had planners before, but I like will stop using it for months at a time. But yeah, my main goal is to actually use that. One of my main goals for my life goals is to drink a lot more water. We need to stay hydrated. I do want to exercise more. I would love to get to a gym. We'll see if this happens. Just time constraint is a thing for me. And I want to be more organized. So I'm hoping to stick to that. And then I want to get better at skincare. It's always been a goal. We'll see if I do it. I keep saying I will. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys. That's basically my goal video. My goals, my wrap up. Not my wrap up, but just my goal check-in and my goals for 2025. What are your guys' plans? If you stayed this long, leave me a pink heart. And yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for listening to me. Just reflect. Also, big shout out the fact that Wicked came out this year, and Wicked was so good. One of my favorite things of the year. I have a Glinda the Good shirt on, which if you saw the video next week, you'll also see the same shirt, so I'm bulk filming. But yeah, I will see you guys next time, and we are almost to the new year. Bye.